Hi guys, Squirrel here, and welcome to episode 5 of Discover Great Britain. Now, at the end of episode 4, we landed at an airfield called Eaglescott, which is just south of Barnstaple. Here's Barnstaple here, and if we just follow it down, there is Eaglescott right there. So we'll be taking off out of Eaglescott. We're going to fly roughly southwest towards Merton here, picking up this A road and then flying down south. Now, when we get down to Meldon, we're going to see this massive sort of natural park here, and then we're going to fly west heading, and we're going to try and follow this A30. The A30 flies down to Launceston and then keeps going down towards Bodmin. Now, just before Bodmin, if we zoom in at Bodmin, there's Bodmin Airfield here. We're going to basically swing around this and then try and do a touch and go before taking off again and flying in a westerly direction towards Newquay. In Newquay, there is a massive Newquay Cornwall airport here, but we're not going to land on that. That's a little bit too major for our aircraft. So what we're going to do is we should pick it up just south of Newquay. We're going to head down along the coast to Perranporth Airfield, and that's where we'll be landing today. Good afternoon, Matt.
Hello.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. I just looked. It's almost 5 weeks since we last made a Discover Great Britain, Great Britain even episode.
What is our excuse, Matt?
Well, your excuse is better than mine because yours is we had conflicting schedules. Mine is I got screwed over by SciTech, so I couldn't make any videos. So there we go.
I also had a holiday in the middle of that as well. If
That's
you can
very
call
true.
it that. A trip to Gamescom. It's kind of a holiday, I guess.
It's a working holiday.
Indeed. It's good to be back, though. We're back at Eaglescott, aren't we? Which is where we left off last time.
Yep.
And we kind of had a plan, didn't we, to take out of Eaglescott, and then I think it's the A3 at Merton, the A360 or something?
Basically, heading southwest
386.
is the general consensus.
Yeah, so we're kind of going to take off and then head roughly south towards Dartmoor, but then head west again. And you mentioned a touch and go at some point.
Yeah, I wanna do a touch and go at Bodmin because I don't really know if I could class him as a friend. He used to be a friend, but we haven't spoken in a while. He did his PPL out of Bodmin in a Cessna 152. I've never seen them actually use anything bigger than a 152 or a sort of PA-28 there, so something like this will be pretty interesting.
Well, if we're following that A130 down towards, well, kind of towards Newquay, it should be on our left, and then the actual runway, we should be able to just bank left and touch straight down there.
Yeah, we want the longest runway possible, really. I think the longest runway is the east to west facing runway, so that's relatively simple to find. The other one is northeast southwest facing, and it's incredibly small.
I guess, yeah. It's hard to tell on Google Maps, but yeah.
Let's just hope it's modeled properly. That's my only concern with doing these things. I hype it all up, and then we get there, and they haven't done a good enough job of it, so it doesn't look very good at all.
Final destination is, so we're going to fly south of Newquay, aren't we? And just south of Newquay along the coast, there's an airfield called Perranporth Airfield, which is actually in what looks like some green forestry area, so it could potentially be a nice place to land.
Yeah, Perranporth is pretty cool. I'm hoping that once we kind of shift out of Bodmin area and head over towards the coast, I really want to fly at least past a place called Padstow. Some people may know I'm a massive foodie, and if you know who Rick Stein is, he has a restaurant in Padstow, and it's really, really nice. So it would be nice to fly over there. They're not going to model the restaurant, but at least I can pay tribute to that guy because he's a genius.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, I guess we need to get the show on the road a bit.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried that Easy Dock and grass doesn't go very well, but we'll see.
Easy Dock and grass?
Yeah, it's been a bit temperamental over the last couple of days of me, and especially when I go into sort of rough terrain, it just bounces upside down, and yeah. Anyway, we'll see.
Righto. Well, should we start spooling up and all that good stuff?
Yep.
Okay. Electrical master is on. See if I remember how to do this. Let's click enter on that over there. And let's get the position light on like that. Let's get some fuel going. Let's start engine 2 first, I think. So we'll put the master on for that. Engine 2 is go. Transponder's already set to 7,000. The barometric is already on 1018, and we're on hectopascal. So I've already set up the computer bit. So I just need to start the engine now. There's engine 2. Let's go for the alternator on. Let's get some juice. Started okay. Let's get some fuel. Lock those in. Master switch on. Engine 1 is go. Matt's shutting his doors, slightly ahead of me.
Might want to shut your baggage doors there, dude.
Yeah, I might do. I just saw you shut yours.
I guess you started your engine with it still open.
True story. I mean, IRL, you'd definitely have to do that first.
Yeah, you couldn't get back out.
Yeah, he'd be like climbing in off the back of the plane or something. Okay, let's get passenger door closed. What else have we got? Okay, so we're all good. Let's do a quick control check. Rudders, elevators, yeah, all good. Check my trim. Trim set to takeoff. Fuel is locked. Let's put the taxi lights on. Don't think we need the instrument lights on. Okay, I think I'm good to go here.
Cool. Yeah, I will be soon. Okay, right. Fixed it. I'm gonna have to disable all the effects. I knew it was the grass is never a good idea with Easy Lock. It screws you.
Yeah, I noticed that over near the runway, the grass becomes like wet concrete, and you need tons of throttle. It's just weird.
I hope it just ran into a glider. Whoops. Yeah, it is runway 26. I was right, nice.
Yeah, I'm like 50% throttle here, just to get over the grass.
Right, someone asked on your video if we could take off side by side. I mean, it is possible. They do that in real life.
We could try it.
If you want. I mean, it's a grass runway, so the width of the runway is undefined.
Yeah. Well, as long as we don't get treacle grass, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll line up on the right-hand side. You line up on the left.
Yeah, I can see, like, when your wheels are going through, they're kicking up mud and stuff, that's when you're in the treacle. I think your runway's different to me.
Really?
I'm beginning to think it might be, I don't know.
Either that or I've massively misjudged it. Now, my runway's here.
Really?
Like, I'm lined up in the middle of it. I need to move to the right, actually. Why was yours?
Does it have the letters painted over there? Runway 2...
Yeah, 26, yeah, it's just up here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you just plant yourself on the left of me...
I'm not sure, because where you are, you're going down like a brown strip of grass. Where I am, I'm going down a green strip.
So where's the runway for you?
Where you are, I think. That's where the numbers are.
Okay, well then just... Tell you what then, I'll go then just follow. We'll do that from a more suitable place.
Yeah.
Okay, wish me luck.
YOLO?
YOLO indeed.
You're still kicking up mud on my screen, so...
Yeah, like full power and I'm not even moving.
Yeah.
This may be the last episode I have to do. Oh dear. I'm only at 30 knots and I'm halfway down the runway. And I can't keep it straight. Wow. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see this.
I'm dead. I'm so dead. I can't even keep it straight.
I'm just going to throttle back because if you don't make it...
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Are you going to get airborne?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What's your ground speed?
Oh dear. Okay, I'm okay.
Okay, you're up. I'm going for it then.
Wow. I'm going to have to fly level for a bit. It made some funky noise.
Yeah, I'm full throttle here and just stuck in mud.
That was tense, man. That was seriously tense.
I've just got no ground speed. What the heck? Oh, here we go. We're starting to pick up now. I'm bobbing along. This is ridiculous. I'm bouncing up and down like a yo-yo. Oh my god. I've just expired the entire runway, I think. There we go. We're up.
I did as well.
Oh my life.
Did you get in the air?
Yeah, just before I hit some railings.
Yeah, that was really terrible.
Wow, that was nasty.
I have a feeling Bodmin will be the same.
Okay, gears up.
Congrats. You know how you said you were scared this wouldn't be interesting?
Yeah, but not interested in that kind of way.
In my haste of trying to get off the ground, I've completely forgotten what road I'm looking for.
We've got like a crosswind going on here. What road are we looking for? The A3. We're flying south. We're flying west, so we should be on a 270 direction.
Yeah, I need to turn right. Quite a significant amount.
Yeah, I'm turning 270 now.
Well, that was that episode almost cut short. Into some sort of forest. Well, you know what the funny bit was? When I rotated, I got this god-awful crunching noise from my wheels. So I thought they just like fell off or something.
Well, my aircraft was I thought it was just going to tear itself apart. It was going bounce, 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 and then I pulled back on the stick and just got in the air before it destroyed itself.
Nice. That's what flying's all about, man. Living on the edge.
Yeah. What
Not
altitude
too
are you
much
aiming
of the
for?
edge.
What altitude are you aiming for?
I'm at 2,000 feet and staying there.
Okay, I'm still only at 1,000 yet.
I'm a westerly heading. I'm gonna slow down a bit because I'm absolutely tanking it.
Yeah, I forgot to put my landing lights on in the haste of all of that.
Actually, so did I think. Yeah, I did. Nice.
Yeah, I just put my strobe on now. Lol. Those checklists.
Yeah. It's okay. No one's going to tell you off.
Yeah, the scenery's nice.
The scenery is beautiful.
Somehow I knew we'd have fun trying to find this road.
That's half the fun. But I don't think. I think the road that we want to go on, is that the one to Oakhampton or is it a different one?
Yeah, we want the road to Oakhampton.
Yeah, the road to Oakhampton though, isn't that south?
Well, it was to our west, but it heads south. That's the road we should be following.
Okay, well I've not seen any A road yet, so I guess we'll just keep going on this one. Or on this heading until we find it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to work out where we are. Once we know where we are, we'll be fine.
I wish I had a map up.
Yeah, what we need is like a navigation beacon or something.
Well, your nearest one from here is Land's End, which is miles away.
It's ridiculous, right? How do people navigate around here? They must just VFR the
you
whole
know,
thing.
can you see on your thing Echo Golf Lima Alpha?
Not yet, I'm zoomed in too much.
Okay, well, you'll see it. I can see it. That is Bodmin. So I can use the GPS to get there if you want, instead of using the road.
Oh, I can see that body of water on the computer now.
Okay.
Still not sure what it is though.
Well, from where we are here, if I'm using my GPS to navigate, then we need to go to a heading of about 210, 220? 210 probably, yeah, 210.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know where we are. On my computer, we've just flown over a massive straight line. I'm not really sure what that signifies.
A massive straight line.
Yeah, it's just like going from right across the screen like a thick blue line.
I think I've inadvertently found it. I have? Wow, that was interesting. Yeah, I got it. It's here in front of me. Yeah, that's the exact one we need to be on.
What is? What,
the
you
A
found
road's
the
right
road?
in front of me. We flew in the right direction and now it's here. Like, I'm flying towards it.
Let's hope it's the right A road, eh?
Well, it's pointing in the exact same direction as Bodmin on my GPS, so, I mean, there is no other A road around here that would do that.
Do you reckon this is the A30 now, then?
But yeah, it has to be. There's... Look at it, it's massive.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
It's not as if this place is swarming with A roads.
No, that's true. If you travel around down here for a holiday, as well, you know, it's like just full of caravans and stuff in summer, and it's very, very annoying trying to get past them.
Yep.
I tell you what, we keep getting really lucky with the weather. I mean, I've got active sky and you've got active sky on, and it's a lovely day again. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's nice. There's only a few clouds.
Like by the time we get to Scotland, it's going to chuck it down with rain, but that's probably normal for Scotland.
The worst weather you'll get is when you get right up into Scotland. To be honest, I did a series in the the A2A Cessna 182.
Right.
And I started up in Kirkwall. I think it was Kirkwall, so somewhere really far north anyway. And every single leg within Scotland was just dire, absolutely dire. Rain, winds, storms, you name it, it threw it at me. But, I mean, we could always get that Rex Architect and make our own weather.
True.
Although I've still not used it yet, so I've no idea if it's any good.
So, I mean, hang on, if we are where I think we are we coming towards Launceston?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. To be honest, I think that's what we just passed over then, when you saw well, you'll see some roundabouts.
Right,
I think that's pretty much the middle of it now.
Because if that's true, there's like a weird branch in the road coming up.
Well, Bodmin is... Put it this way, we're about 70% of the way there to Bodmin.
We need to be careful here not to take the wrong road. Because one road's going to go to Bodmin, the other road's going to go to the coast.
Yeah, well, it's the one that goes left. Actually, I think
I see it now.
Underneath,
yeah, we're just passing it. There's a road branching right there, and we're keeping left down the A30.
Let's see if I can see it.
These roads are quite useful.
Yeah, I know what we are. It's fine. Yeah, we're good. I see the forked off road. It's over there in the distance where the hills are.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes towards the coast.
Yep.
So, I don't know if people watching the video watch the streams, but last Friday we had a go in the Airbus shared cockpit. That was quite fun.
Yeah, it was. Eventually, once we got it to work.
Yeah, once we got it to work, but...
Pro tip, always check that the other person has the correct version before you try and connect.
True story, bro. But yeah, we've talked about doing like videos on that as well, haven't we? Sort of shared cockpit Airbus stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely... I mean, from past experience, people enjoy that interaction of two people in the cockpit.
Well, it's the ultimate realism, isn't it? Because you've got your pilot,
exactly.
your co-pilot. It's two people up front of an aircraft controlling it, making sure they go through procedures and everything.
It is. It's really cool. And you know the funny thing is about shared cockpit, when you fly on your own, you know, you have your own way of doing things. When you fly within shared cockpit, even though your workload should technically be halved, it always feels like it's doubled. And I don't know if that's because when you fly solo, you're inclined to be a little bit more lazy with things, so you miss things out just because, or something weird like that. But I always find that every time I fly with shared cockpit, and the Q400 is the worst for it. You do things in that you wouldn't normally do, and it takes up so much of your time.
I just flew very close to you.
Nice.
I'm right underneath underneath your right wing.
We should definitely do it. We should definitely get into it.
Yeah, we should do like trips around. We could just start with Europe and stuff, and then I don't know. We could fly around the world. You can fly anywhere, can't you? But I don't know where we'd start really.
I have a friend of mine who works for EasyJet, and I should nab his like roster for a day, and we just sort of shadow a real world roster.
That'd be quite fun.
Because, you know, like for example, he's based out of Liverpool, and he'll do Liverpool Belfast and back twice, and then he'll disappear to like Paris and back, and then he's done.
See this body of water on the left here? We are getting pretty close to the airfield. You want to touch and go on?
Yeah, it's right in front of us pretty much. I can't see it yet, but I will be able to soon. My tea's gone cold, I'm sad.
Oh, you should get one of those mugs that I've got off Amazon.
No, they keep them warm.
Yeah, basically it's it has a it's like a thermostatic thing effectively in the thermos flask. It's a cup, it's a mug, and then it's obviously got a thermos flask wall in it, and then it has a lid with a twisting, like you twist it and it opens a spout up that you can drink out of it, and then you just shut it again.
Right, nice.
So it's like, not only does it mean you don't risk knocking your drink all over your keyboard and stuff, but it keeps it like hot for at least 30 minutes.
That's pretty sweet.
When you're streaming, it's perfect, because you know the number of times I've had a cup of tea go cold. With this, it just doesn't happen.
Have you seen those self-stirring cups you can get?
No.
You press. It's really cool actually. You put your your drink in whatever, and then you press a button on the handle, and there's like some sort of weird coiling system inside, and it spins and it stirs your drink. It's really cool.
Why is that
and
useful?
I see Bodmin.
Wait, do you see the airfield?
Yep, it's right next to the road. You cannot miss it. It's on the left-hand side.
Yeah, are we landing there?
Well, I wouldn't suggest landing, but we can definitely do a touch and go. Basically, as soon as your wheels, the main wheels, hit the ground, full power and get out of there again.
Yeah.
Because there's if we're going to land on the east to west runway, then we're going to have a massive line of trees in the way.
We need to. If it's a tarmac runway, fine. If it's a grass strip, I don't think it's worth risking it.
I'm just flying over it now.
Yeah, I can see it. If this is grass, dude,
tiny.
we're gonna hit treacle. We're gonna hit concrete again.
Right, I'm gonna start to slow down. I've just passed it, so I know it's Bodmin. I'm gonna try and do a touch and go. I mean, do you want me to try first, and then if I can't do it, then we'll just carry on?
That is not a big piece of grass.
It's not, is it?
You're gonna fly towards the trees, dude. I don't think this is a good idea.
Flying. I mean, just do circuits over the top while I try it.
Well, the problem I'm thinking is not the length of the runway, it's the fact that if the ground behaves like it did when we took off, then you're just not going to be able to get that speed back up.
Right, well, YOLO. Pretty much. I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Might as well. Here we go. Are you over the top?
No, I'm kind of behind you.
Are you going to do it as well?
Well, that was going to be the plan.
Okay, cool. I thought you wanted to use me as like a sacrifice.
Musketeers, dude.
It's higher than the terrain in front of it as well. It's so awkward, this place. Some good experience if you're doing your PPL here, though. This is really cool. Right, I'm turning on to final.
What sort of speed are you doing?
95-ish.
Right.
I hate the asymmetry when you idle the power levers even. Right, I'm on final now. Here goes nothing.
I bet you don't take off.
Well, this could be the end. There's so many sheep. No, no. There's a nice fence in the way as well.
How's it going?
Okay, I'm down. Now I'm powering up again. And I'm airborne. You need to make a really quick left-hand turn when you get airborne so you miss the trees. But it is doable.
Okay.
I did it! I did it!
Coming in.
Good luck. I'm going to see if I can loop to the left and see.
Wow, this is short.
Oh yeah, I see you there.
There we
As
go.
soon as your wheels hit the deck, full power.
Full power.
Oh dear!
I'm
Yep.
up.
Are we there? Left turn to avoid the tree.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Nice.
good. Woo, doggy.
Flap. If you bring the gear up and flap to the approach setting, then clear the trees and pull the flaps up.
Where are you?
Behind you, I did a loop
Oh,
of the
God.
field. That looked really cool on my screen.
I need to throttle back because I'm going too quick.
Are you sufficiently clenched?
Yeah, that was a bit of fun. I'll slow down. Are you behind me?
Very, very close.
Pick up
to
the road now.
overtaking you. What's your speed?
778.
78.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're about to see me come off your low.
Oh, I just saw you. We're banking left for this road, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's what happened to you. You were talking before, and I was like, I came right up on you, and I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to avoid hitting you.
Yeah, I almost wiped you out then. Sorry. Good airmanship. Always turn to the left, not.
Alright, so we're heading south along this road, which doesn't feel right because the road's more of a southwest, so that's weird.
Yeah, I think it breaks off though when we get further down here.
It should
So that was
curve around Bodmin.
Yeah, it should. Go round to the south and then it'll turn to the southwest. I'm going to climb up to, let's do 3,000. You know what we should try? You know what we just did then, yeah?
Yeah.
When we get to kind of the northeast of the UK, there's a place called Netherthorpe. Shortest licensed grass strip in Europe. It's not fun. I've flown in real life. I've been there in a 152. Well, not really been there, as in I've watched 152s going in and out of there. And they're always like, you can hear the engines crying.
How long is it exactly?
It's like 800 meters or something. No, it's not 800 meters. It's like 800 feet, maybe 900 feet, something like that.
Oh, I
It's
can
not
see the
long.
coast.
Put it this way: when you take off there in a Cessna, yeah, you basically put full power at the same time you pull back on the stick, and you just hold it there until you take off. So the coast is on our right.
Hey, coast
Maybe
is
it's worth
straight ahead.
ditching the road and heading to the coast so I can go to Rick Steinland.
Coast is straight ahead for me.
No, that's the wrong coast. That's the Plymouth side. We wanna. Oh, sorry, that's the Exeter side. We want to be on the Newquay side. We're heading south. Remember, we need to be heading west. We are nearly here.
That's Cornwall Airport to the right, isn't it? Newquay.
Yeah, St Morgan's gone through some major changes, that place, in the last couple of years.
Looks pretty built out.
Well, it's RAF, isn't it? And then Flybe. Well, do you ever remember Air Southwest?
No.
They were like a sort of purple, sort of skinned airline, and they flew the smaller Dash 8s, so not the 400 series, the small ones. And they would fly them all over the Southwest. And they started doing services to Gatwick as well. But then they got bought out by Flybe, so now Flybe owns them, and then Flybe, I think they ditched most of the regional stuff, and now they just do Gatwick, so I don't actually know what happened to their Dash 8 fleet. I think they just sold them. But then, but now it's mostly Milligan, I think. And they changed the identifier of it as well. It used to be Echo Golf Hotel Golf or Hotel or something. I can't remember. Now it's Quebec, I think. And I'm flying over a wind farm.
Remember, there's a guy at work who was telling me how he bought some shares in I think it was Iberia, you know, the Spanish airline.
Yeah.
And we're talking like he bought them 15, 20 years ago or something. And the company grew and grew and grew, and then it got bought out. I can't remember who bought Iberia, but they bought them out, and something about his shares entitled him to like vote on the board of directors and stuff or something. When he got bought out, he now has a lifetime first class ticket anywhere in the world on any of their flights when he wants to go. It's like some ridiculous deal that he got, all because he bought some shares years ago. I'm like, you lucky.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always useful to have something like that. Why I have so many friends that work in airlines. Well, I think I am approaching the coast now, and the terrain is done beautifully. You can see the cliffs and everything, which means landing here will be quite fun.
Yeah, I'm not at the cliffs yet. I can see you near the coast, but you're not. Are you on the other side of the cliff or not?
I'm at 1,200 feet, about to go over the top of the cliff.
Yeah, I see you.
But I think I see the airfield. Oh yeah, the airfield's right here in front of me.
Oh wow.
I wasn't looking close enough. So you want to land in a westerly direction if you can, which is a cross runway. I'm going to fly over the top and just see what's going on, and then just position for... there is a east to west runway, I just don't know what numbers it is.
It's quite nicely done round here.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. I almost want to go over to that little bit of sticky outland there, but never mind.
I like how even the water's like blue, and then it comes near the coast and changes into like this sandy colour.
Okay, so you have runway 23, and then you have runway 27, which is exactly the one that we want to land on. And then parking facilities here are, looks like some sort of clubhouse off a taxiway.
I've just got default airport. Well, I don't know what it is, but I'm not seeing many structures.
No, that's neither am I. It's okay.
We're going on 2-3, did you say?
27. So you fly over the top and then a left-hand 90-degree turn, and that will put you onto a heading of 090, and then just follow that out for a bit, and then turn left to 270, and then that will put you on the final approach. See if I can see you. Where are you?
Oh, I see 27. Just flying over the airfield right now. Just trying to eyeball it.
Fair enough. Well, I'm turning into final.
YOLO.
It's relatively straightforward, this place, to be honest.
Well, it's got tarmac. That's good for me.
Yeah. It's also good for EasyDock too. You know it's bad when you have to plan flights around the software you have. Just made a horrible mistake. I put flaps down in a turn. Bad idea. Right, well, here I am, final.
You'll be fine.
I'm trying to see you. I don't know where you. Oh yeah, there you are.
I'm off your left wing.
Nice. Wow. You pushed to the side of the runway.
It's like you're about 50 off the ground now.
Yeah, just coming over the numbers.
Touchdown?
Yep.
GG.
Bit of a crosswind actually.
Which direction?
From the right. Sorry, from the left, so it's pushing your nose right. I'm gonna have to turn around and backtrack a bit quick as I can.
Alright, I'm coming around.
Yeah, I can't see you, but I'll get off as quick as I can. I'll go onto this cross runway and taxi down the long way. Oh, they all park on the grass, fair enough. I'll do the same.
They all park on the grass?
Yeah, all the AI traffic is just chilling out on the grass. By the tower. Well, it doesn't really look like a tower, it's pretty small, but yeah. It's probably like Pfizer, I don't know. All parked up, finally.
Yeah, I've come in a little bit low, I think. I've also cut my turn quicker than I thought I would.
There you go. All eyes on you.
That turned way sharper than I thought.
Hoof the brakes on.
Oh man, I forgot this thing doesn't stop as quickly as they should.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't put full brakes on. Whoa.
All I can see is just
maxed out the tarmac. No, I'm still on tarmac.
Really?
Yeah, I maxed out the tarmac. Seriously.
Wow. You need a fire hose for your brakes.
Very slightly overshot the last taxiway.
That was pretty funny though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I totally forgot that this thing just does not stop.
Yeah, the flight dynamics of this is terrible. I figured this out over the course of flying it from episode 1. It's actually probably the worst plane we could have picked for flight dynamics. We should have done it in, well, the Comanche wasn't released then, but if we do another country, yeah, we're going to use a Comanche or something, because that thing is beautiful. And it's just as quick as this anyway.
Yeah, it's fine until you land it, and the brakes are just, oh my life. Like, I was just putting half brakes on, and then you went, don't forget to brake max, and I was like, oh my god. If you hadn't have said that, I'd have gone off the end, I swear.
You know it's bad when the other guy has to put his hand on the dashboard.
Right, heading over to you.
Yeah, there's a bunch of room here.
Trying to stay on the tarmac as much as I can before I go on the concrete, the wet concrete.
You should just take a nice run up to it.
Yeah.
That windsock's looking rather limp.
What, the one to my right is just full on horizontal?
I think your scenery and mine is a bit weird because
yeah,
we see completely different things.
Yeah, that windsock actually isn't even moving.
Yeah, and then you just taxi straight through a plane.
Yeah, well, on my screen I'm taxiing over concrete still.
Okay, yeah, you've just turned in towards me now and your wing has just wiped out a poor little plane.
We've definitely got a different scenery.
Park on the right of me, then you won't park in another plane so it doesn't look odd.
Okay.
And put your flaps up and your strobes up.
I did put my flaps up.
Are you sure?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not completely.
You can't hide on multiplayer, Squirrel, or Paul, should I say.
I didn't realise I had the flaps out so much, oh well.
It's all good.
I'm on the mud.
Here he comes. Oscar Echo Fox Delta Alpha. Perfecto.
Wow, that'll do. That was fun for a lot of reasons.
Not quite the same reasons that we initially anticipated.
Indeed.
But nevertheless.
Passenger and baggage door open?
I haven't actually done mine yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. You need to let the passengers out, they want to throw up. They're very, very scared.
I didn't almost go off the end of the runway.
I did. Oh, what do you mean? I still have plenty of tarmac yet. There was at least 2 meters left.
Should have just said nothing and watched you collide into the sea.
Well, that would have been
the
the end
funny
of the
thing
series.
is, beyond that is about a 90-foot drop into ocean. So,
yeah, you don't want to get that wrong.
so that would be episode 3 in a car park and episode 5 in the sea. We'll be doing quite well.
Indeed. Well, that's it for another episode.
I know. I'm going to go cry in a corner now.
So next time we're heading down towards Land's End, isn't it? Like right down the tip.
Land's End and the Scilly Isles.
Yeah. Cool. Nice flying with you again.
Absolutely.